You ever gone to a restaurant and ordered a drink? You know the drink probably came from, the bar where there's a bunch of hoses. You ever wonder what the hoses do or how they work or how the beer comes out of the tap? Well, it's a pretty complex system, but it needs to be cleaned all the time. Bet you didn't know how they clean it. Well, we're going to take you there. A little bit of a behind-the-scenes edition today at Nancio's. All that and more coming up on CKPG Today. When a cup like this gets filled with beer, there's a lot of things that happen, including that beer going through some lines in the bar. Those lines have to be regularly cleaned and maintained. We're going to show you that process today on the show here at Nancio's with Ronnie. She does this as a side hustle, and well, it's a pretty important one if you ask me. So follow along as we do this. All right, now for the important process of cleaning the lines. Ronnie, you're starting with a pH reading?
Yeah, so we're gonna pH test the water before we clean so that when we flush the cleaning chemicals, we know that the cleaning chemicals are like 100% out of the line before we hook the beer up for safety's sake. So we'll let that develop for a little bit and then you can see.
Oh yeah.
We're at about a 7.
Okay. Normal for Prince George water?
Neutral, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Next part of this is we've hooked up our cleaning keg. We have about a 2.5% caustic solution in there, and that will strip any biomass that's in the lines and any off flavors. So we're cleaning the red ale today.
Perfect. How often do you do this, Ronnie?
Your draft line should be cleaned once every 2 weeks. So you'll see beer coming out, and then pretty soon here, once the cleaning solution runs the length of the line, the cleaning solution will come out. So we'll let that run.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just like that. So you're looking for
Just like
beer
that.
just to clear.
Yep, exactly. And you'll let that run. It's easier. You get a better clean if you constantly have pressure going through the line. You can let it sit, but you do get a better clean this way.
I see.
So that just runs for a little bit.
Pretty simple process, I guess, but there's a lot of chemicals involved.
Yeah. The chemical mixing and like draft systems are so complicated, and there's so many different parts in the draft system that can go wrong. Like to have a perfect clean beer on tap, there is a lot of like really small things that go into it.
Well, you made a good point when we were starting to talk about this. Beer is alive.
Yeah. It's a yeasted product.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like you don't want to eat off the same plate every day, right? Same thing with beer lines.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
And it's so nice to have a clean pint, like as the brewer intended.
Right, yeah, because it makes them happy too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it. How long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing draft system maintenance since 2018, 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, I started with a brewery that was like just getting off the ground, and their draft system like wasn't really working for them. So I took a couple courses in Vancouver and Nashville and like got in contact with the right people, and then started like fine-tuning and figuring out like what beer gas and like what pressures and what kind of cleaning you need and like length of line and dynamic resistance and static resistance. It's like so detailed. It's really, really cool.
All right, Ronnie, this is one of the, not only, okay, you're doing the work, but this is also doing some of the work. What is this?
Yeah, this is my favorite thing that I work with. This is a cleaning keg. So the top is detachable unlike a regular keg. It still pressurizes, but what you can do is you can remove the top and you can put your cleaning solution in. And these four attachments here, these are called couplers. And what you're doing is you're attaching the coupler or the keg coupler to these guys. And there's different kinds. So this is like, these ones labeled 1 and 2 are your regular American like standard couplers.
Yeah.
And then 3 and 4, this is your like European, your Guinness kegs. And then this is like obscure like Smithwicks and like cider kegs. So yeah.
The more you know. It takes like almost a spaceship to clean these.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it's like.
Yeah, it totally is a little weird. So after you take your tap off, this is your tap marker. This is your collar, which came off of here. This is your bonnet that's coming off next.
Got a collar, got a bonnet.
Yeah.
Who made up these terms?
Brewers, I guess, they're weird. This is your friction washer. This in here is your ball washer.
Okay.
This is your lever that sits in between these washers and controls the flow of the tap. And then this is your faucet shaft. You can see like the beer.
Oh yeah, you can see a little bit of what it left there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This is what a dirty faucet looks like. So if you,
If you don't clean it, it'll look a lot worse.
Yep, absolutely. So I'll put it around.
Now you have to scrub all this?
Yeah. So every time you get a line cleaning, the couplers get scrubbed, the lines get cleaned, rinsed, this gets disassembled, cleaned, reassembled, and like I'll tweak the pressure so that everything's working all right.
After a lot of scrubbing, that's when you probably debate whether you're sane or not. So best to have you come along and do it, right?
Yes, a lot of scrubbing. I love it. It's awesome.
So how do people get you to come to their bar and clean it so they don't have to?
Yeah. Please let me do all the heavy lifting here. This is Frontline Draft Solutions, and you can reach us at Ronnie at frontlinedraftsolutions.com or 778-675-1173.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Very cool fundraiser continuing to happen at ECRA for a new sound system. We're happy to share some details with you and ways you can help them out with a little performance coming up. We got Cindy, we got John. John's the sound guy. Cindy, you're the ECRA person here. I can kind of talk more about the center, but so maybe we'll start with you and just how important it is to continue to fundraise for the sound system.
Well, the thing of the fund, it's so important because there's just not big benefactors out there for nonprofit societies, right? So the fundraiser, we have applied for different grants and everything, but it is so important to do this. We're so close to where we want to be that we need another kick. And that's what this dance social is for. And so that's where we're at.
Awesome. Okay, Theresa Jordan Band coming into play here on February 15th. John, tell me a little bit about the sound system, the upgrade and the difference that this is going to make.
Basically, it's a completely new sound system, from amplifiers to monitors, remote mics for the theater group.
Oh, nice.
Specialty microphones for picking up the seniors choir and the ukulele group, which gets a lot of people use the facility. So new amplifiers, new everything. And what was there was really, really old and previously used donations. So very excited to have something that the Elder Center can use for more different events as well and future things. Now that COVID's over, we want to get back to utilizing the facility. So
definitely. Cindy, talk to me about the utilization of the facility, because I feel like people probably have no idea. Well, lots of people go to ECRA, but like the wide variety of events you guys host.
We have so many member activities. We've got everything from Tai Chi, yoga. We have our whist and cribbage games nights. We always have a puzzle out.
Okay.
We have floor curling, carpet bowling. We have people that come in a couple of mornings a week just to play crib in a small group. We've got the catering department.
Right.
We rent, for in-house catering. So there's a lot of memorial teas and bigger events that we're getting now.
Exciting.
And it's just, I love the center. It's a place to go. And, you get people that come in for the first time and they go, oh my God, I didn't know you had all this. We've got access for wheelchairs and walkers and everything else. So very proud of our center. Yeah,
definitely. Well, you guys should give yourselves a pat on the back for all the great work you guys do in the community. Of course, helping so many seniors stay connected. Very important part of that out there as well. So we're lucky to have the Theresa Jordan Band in the house today, or parts of it anyway. But we're going to get them to play for us here on the show, plus give you a little bit more details about them. But thanks so much for teaching us about ECRA here to start us off.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, now time to talk to Theresa Jordan's band, and Theresa Jordan herself actually here today. Thanks for making the time, Theresa and Steve. Tell me a little bit, Theresa, about how excited you are to play this ECRA event coming up on February 15th.
We're very excited because we've been jamming for about a year, and then John recommended, like, let's go play at ECRA and we can probably help them out, do a fundraiser. And so we have so much fun doing it, practicing. We're like, we're gonna do it for a crowd, so.
I like it, I like it. So yeah, you're in a bunch of bands around town. Now tell me, what is the Theresa Jordan's band vibe?
Our vibe is super fun, it's super easy, super flowing. We're just kind of a beginner, like as a band, because I played in town for like 20 years, but as a band, it's unique building it from scratch kind of thing.
I like it. And Steve, tell me about your favorite part of playing in the Theresa Jordan band.
As she said, just a great vibe. A lot of fun when we get together and being able to do stuff like that with, fun people. We play off each other really well and it works out nice.
And walk me through, okay, how long is the Theresa band? You said about a year?
Yeah, I think we've been jamming since January last year, pretty much.
What's it like to jam with a new band? Like, what is it challenging? Is it exciting, different? Like,
so it's really fun because they let me pick all the songs.
Oh, okay.
They're so like whatever I want to do. So this is like, yeah, I get all the power. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, someone's gonna have the power, really.
Yeah.
But tell me about what people are in for. Maybe like if they're attending the event at ECRA. Would you say, yeah, more of a country vibe, rock? Like, what would you categorize it as?
So we have been playing a lot of country and like Jewel, Nelly Furtado, and Bob Dylan and Sarah McLaughlin, but we did fine tune it to be, now this is labeled a dance, so we're like switch it up and we're just making sure that everyone can dance, whether it's slow dance, fast dance. We're very geared for this dance event. So
I like it. And Steve, do you got any songs maybe you're most excited to play for that particular events?
Any favorites? Well, I'm really getting into the old, well, not old, but 80s, 90s. Some of the country stuff we're bringing back is a lot of fun to play. I'm just strictly on bass, so I just get to jam out with John and hammer out the rhythm. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, of course. You should get set up for the February 15th fundraiser at ECRA. Thanks for thanks for dropping by. And we'll get to the song here. Thank you.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
So this song is called Time for Love. It's an original. Daily life gets busy when we're running everywhere. There are things that we can do to show that we still care. Used to be so simple just to show each other love. Maybe just a smile or maybe just a hug. Then that would show us that everything is fine. Come on, baby, it's time. Walk with me, talk with me, hold my hand. Listen to me, I need you to understand that my heart is open and ready for love. Come join me, baby, it's time for love. Daily life gets busy when we're running everywhere. There are things that we can do to show that we still care. Used to be so simple just to show each other love. Maybe just a smile or maybe just a hug. Then that will show us that everything is fine. Come on, baby, it's time. Walk with me, talk with me, hold my hand. getting in the way. Come on, baby, it's time for love. Walk with me, talk with me, hold my hand. Listen to me, I need you to understand that my heart is open and ready for love. Come join me, baby, it's time for love. Come join me, baby, it's time for love. Come join me, baby, it's time for love.
Today we present one of the most picturesque backgrounds you can get. This taken by the one and only Rick Abraham at Tackle Landing. Beautiful shot over Stewart Lake with the silhouette sunset in the back. My goodness, this could be a painting. Thanks so much, Rick, for sending this one in. Of course, if you have a snapshot, send it our way. Snapshot at CKPG.com. Some great colors out there to capture. This is an unintended side effect here, but what are you making me try, Claire?
So, as you know, I'm from Australia, and this is quintessential Australian food. Every kid grows up with this. This is what's packed in your lunch kit. You get a Vegemite sandwich. Has to be white bread, butter, Vegemite. Toast is also good. I figured now we've been hanging out a bit, it's time to introduce you to my culture.
So, it looks like Nutella, but I know it doesn't taste like that.
It's
How do you describe the
classified
taste?
as a yeast spread, which I realize isn't a huge selling point. But it's basically just kind of like a salty, delicious little spread. You don't put it on as thick as you would with Nutella or like peanut butter. You use it a little bit more sparingly.
Producer Zach's got the gum. You got gum and water ready here. Where's the garbage can? Oh boy.
I'm proud of you.
It smells horrible.
Should we do it together?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I want to see.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to Vegemite.
It's not that bad.
Do you need to spit?
I'll eat it like a champ.
It's just salty.
Tastes horrible. I don't know. You're crazy. Crazy for that. Oysters taste way better than this.
Hey.
Yeah, you can have the rest. I'm done.
Well, you did it. I'm proud of you.
Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca. Here's some events to check out coming up here in Prince Georgian area. Stop by the Amanika Arts Center for Lost and Forgotten. This is the Artist in Residence reception event. Of course, their Artist in Residence this month is Natalie Breckus. Coming up at the TN Center, see some great stunts from some great athletes on bikes. They are athletes, yes. February 8th, FMX World Tour revs up their engines here in Prince George. Coming up on February 8th as well, there's Brahms Symphony No. 2. If you're a fan of the Prince George Symphony Orchestra and what they do, catch this performance at Vanier Hall. The 38th annual Prince George Iceman is set to roll out on February 9th. You can skate, ski, swim, and do a lot of running as well. It's great entertainment as well for spectators. If you have an event, send us the info. Let's talk at ckpgtoday.ca. Prince George has been host to some great plays and productions over the years, whether it was Sweeney Todd recently, the Nutcracker when it reoccurs here in town, or Come From Away, the traveling ones as well. How about Pinocchio? You remember when that stopped here in PG? We're going to take a look at that memory today in local history. There's no lying here. Pinocchio was in town on this day in 1980 for a show. Yeah, the presentation of Pinocchio at the Prince George Playhouse. Did you go visit this? Apparently it was quite the production, including one that had 2 intermissions. The first intermission, I've never seen this in a production before. The main characters, 2 of them, they actually just slept on stage the whole time. Well, that might be the best way to get a break.
I'm sure it was a great show. No, my nose isn't growing here, is it? No, I'm not lying. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. But anyways, thanks so much for watching today. We also have the best show in Prince George. My nose didn't grow there even. I'm not even lying. Thanks so much for watching today, folks, and we'll see you for more great stuff tomorrow, okay? Bye for now.